Hey Anna. Bye. A while ago you asked me to tell you stuff I knew about Pluto, and I kind of failed, and I found these old notes, and so I thought I'd just make it like a little video real quick about basically going through what I was trying to say. So Pluto is a planet that wasn't discovered until 1920, and I think it's interesting because humans have known about the like celestial body for quite some time, or at least I think so. Uh, Here I went like really basic. So just in case you didn't know, I'm gonna go through some things you probably already know. Astrology is a combination of psychology and astronomy, right? The study of the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies interpreted as meaning having an influence on human affairs and the natural world. And then there's also this idea of emanations, where think about like light bouncing off multiple mirrors, and so it's the same beam of light, but as it continues bouncing off mirrors, it gets like smaller and smaller, right? Because it takes less, right? It has to like give up some particles to continue the beam of light, but it's the same beam of light. And so in this way, we then go to I only have two written down, but there's a few more, right? Of different models of the universe. Like the Big Bang theory is basically like the donut theory, right? The universe is a donut shape, and it's sort of like one line is always expanding, one line is always shrinking. Or I guess they're both expanding, but it's like this line is always sort of pushing inward, and this one's always sort of pushing outward, and so but which makes it like a consistent donut shape. Another one is the hypersphere theory, which is like which is the one I subscribe to, which is like the Lucifer cross, or the snake biting its tail, right? Which is like it's very similar to DNA, which is the idea that there's like two spheres that are like mushed together into one hypersphere, and they're like constantly like uh it's not something that can be described in a picture. Like this is the best way that you could describe it with a picture, but all points, essentially the two spheres are moving so fast that like mathematically every point is touching another point. And so this is like quantum theory. This works with quantum theory, where it's like this point of this sphere is connected to the a different point on this sphere. Um and that's there's a few other models I can't remember off the top of my head. I was doing a lot of research, so this is all very researchy, and then the rest is all very uh just just what I remember. Um, but yeah, so the Pluto though, right? Like if you take this idea of emanations and you apply it to the Big Bang, the Big Bang theory of the universe. Uh, People like at our galaxy, like the Milky Way galaxy, uh, there's a bunch of black holes, right? A bunch of black holes at the center. Ooh. Right, the Milky Way. There's a bunch of black holes at the center, and then you have all of these solar systems, right, floating around, right, these black hole, and then all these solar systems, right, they kind of look like nuclei, right, where the sun is the nucleus, and the Mercury would be the nerves. Another planet would be like the mitochondria, like Earth, right? Right, the solar system, right? Where does all the work happen? It happens on Earth. Some people say the work happens on Saturn. Um, right, but there's black hole with a bunch of solar systems rotating around it, and then the solar system is reverse, where it's this bright star within a bunch of very dark planets rotating around it, right? And then, right, the way the universe, right, the universe is black circling white, right? the galaxy is white circling black, then the solar system is black circling white, and then the planet, right, is, I guess it would have to be black. I don't know. I think the planet is like a copy of this. I mean, in this way, right? Because they're black circling white. The planet, right? The core would be white, and the planet would be black. I don't think it's not like a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's sort of how you like. It's sort of a loose pattern, right? And then how the planet has a core, the same way that the solar system does. And so this is relevant because Pluto